Comment? Dans la continuité de tous nos autres matchs en Ligue des Champions, on sait que
our other games in the Champions League, we know that the demands at this level are very high indeed. And of course, when you give yourself a problem by conceding a goal in the first minute, the first half obviously became difficult for us. And then in the second half, I think we showed a bit more interesting play. But our opponents have continued their run in the Champions League, and over the two games, they've been better than us, that's for sure. Did that just completely throw your plan out the window, conceding a goal so early? Yes, of course it has consequences in terms of our mental side, in terms of... and of course, obviously, you're on the back foot straight away once you concede a goal. And we were able to just mix things up a bit in the second half, but we were on the back foot from the first half. And they were able to actually come and play their game in our half of the field. Eliam up here. There's still one game to go at the Stade Vélodrome. Let's imagine the worst case scenario and we finish with no points. What would be your main regret if that were to come about? I think a regret is first and foremost the draw with these teams that are better than us, but we're not going to spend all our time talking about that. But once that's come about, of course, you need to try and be as combative as possible with all of the weapons at our disposal. But I think the first game at home against Arsenal, of course, I think there are a few regrets there. It's the start of the competition, and perhaps in that evening, I think we actually deserve to take a point from that game. Is that a big concern for you, the fact that you might finish with no points? No, that's the reality of the games that we've had, but we knew straight from the draw, we thought that if you'd have said to us that we'd finish with 0 points at the end of the group, obviously you want to try and change that last game, but there are a lot of young players on our side, and they're only playing for the first or second time in this competition, so you need to obviously analyse all of this, and you need to show them the way that they can actually improve and progress, including tonight's game, because there are a number of young players who are 19, 20 years of age who have great talent, but they need to actually realise the demands of the top-level football and the Champions League. Does that give you desire to want to come back? Can you confirm that the priority now is obviously the league season? We obviously know what we've got coming up. We've got 3 games in the space of a week, with Montpellier coming against us, and then we go to Lille and then not come to our place. So obviously this is a week and a tricky week, and we need to take as many points as possible up to the winter break. Tonight, I think some of our players showed that we can count on them this evening. It will have allowed some of our players to have a run out tonight and other players to actually recover, because obviously there are times coming up when we needed to actually manage people's fitness levels, because we've had a busy program. I don't know if fear is the word itself, but when things start like that and you come up against a great team ability of a side like Arsenal, then you obviously need to roll up your sleeves and you need to have a good goalkeeper, and that was the case. There are 2 goals there that we conceded, just like the first game against them, but it's not the same sort of game, because I think we played a very good hour in the first game against Arsenal. But I think we're a bit better tonight in the second half than the first half. Thank you very much.